determination. All the guys worked hard on it, and I owed it to them to drop my butt off.
All right, thanks, Clint. Great finish. 6th place tonight for the 21.
They say history repeats itself. How about you folks years ago who watched Elliott Sadler and Dale Earnhardt Jr. drive at South Boston, Virginia, and Myrtle Beach, all those times side by side by side? How good did that feel tonight?
I had a ball tonight. Man, I had a great time. I can't thank everybody at Ream and everybody at KHI, Kevin and Delana Harvey, for letting me drive this Nationwide car tonight. And to sit on the pole, run up front, and I got a little bit too tight there at the end. I was really good in restarts, but got too tight to try to go for the win. But, man, I had a ball. Just can't thank those guys enough for giving me this opportunity, this chance. And I felt like a 16-year-old kid out there again tonight.
You led the truck race on Wednesday night. You led and were a major factor in the Nationwide race tonight. What does that do for a driver?
Just confidence. I think that's like 4 out of the last 6 races I've been in, I finished in the top 10. So I'm getting a lot of more confidence in what I'm doing. I'm learning a lot from KHI and how they do things and feel the race cars and comparing notes to what Kevin and those guys do and Ron Hornaday. And it's making me a better race car driver. So to come here Wednesday night and be as strong as we are, and to come back and cap it off again tonight, can't thank those guys enough. Had a lot of people here from Ream supporting us tonight. Had a lot of people here from Hunt Brothers also, and it's fun. I love this racetrack. Been coming here as a fan, as a kid. Man, being on a race here tonight was a lot of fun racing with Junior. I told him I couldn't see him. He had that cool Real Tree camouflage helmet paint scheme going. I couldn't tell he was back there, but it was cool racing those guys as clean as it was, and man, it was a lot of fun tonight.
Hey, nice job.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
Let's go to Shannon Spake.
And it's a 5th place finish for Carl Edwards in the 60 team. How was your night tonight?
We just battled all night. We never gave up, and at one point it looked really bad, but there at the end to come home 5th with our Fastenal Copart Fusion, and to have Brad, have his troubles and close some points. I mean, that's a gift right there. So pretty excited about going to Montreal next week. It was a lot of fun last year, and yeah, just good to see this many fans here tonight, and an exciting race for them, and just glad we came home with a decent finish.
And Carl Edwards fans, he did announce earlier today that he would run the full schedule in the Nationwide Series next year, so we'll see a lot more of Carl Edwards. Guys?
And he gained 34 points on Brad Keselowski, but he's still 313 behind. Now, another guy who has has done a whale of a job over the last few races, Trevor Bayne. Take a look. He finishes 6th tonight, guys.
Yeah, he did a good job staying out of trouble, and it's hard to do at this racetrack, but he's had a good string of finishes.
4th top 10 finish, as you see right there in the last 5 oval races. Dave Burns is with him.
And Marty, his best finish here before tonight was 23rd, so we talked about that before you started. Then on lap 3, I looked out, you already had a tire mark, and then you got 3 wide coming off turn 4. How'd you finish 6th?
That's Bristol for you, I guess. They told me that on the radio. They're like, man, this is going to get crazy fast, and guess they knew what they were talking about, because it sure did. I'm glad we got through that first incident with the 12 and the 38. That got really big, really fast. But that's the thing about Bristol. It changes so fast, and that was to our benefit at the end. We came in and pitted with like 50 to go, I think, and had to take 4 tires just because our strategy didn't quite work out, and we had to keep pitting over and over. It seemed like the cars just kept being tight through the center all night, and so we tried to adjust, and every time we make a little ground, something would happen and back us up, so we'd pit again. And so we finally worked our way back up to the top 10, got the outside on the restart, got a couple of them, I think we were 7th, and the caution comes out, so I'm like, man, I'm trapped on the bottom again, but somehow we worked our way back up to 6th. So great run for the Pet Care Toyota today. It's our best Bristol finish. It finally shows how fast our cars have been here every time we've been here. It's great to be in the top 10 and be running this strong at all the oval tracks here recently. I mean, our program has really stepped it up, but we got another road course coming up next weekend, so we got to work on that program now.
There's always another program to work on when you're a young guy like this, right, Marty?
Absolutely, and let's show you the updated points, because Trevor Bayne is in the top 10. In fact, the battle for the last few spots really getting interesting, as you can tell, as Trevor is in 8th. Jason Leffler moves up to 9th. Brendan Gaughan drops to 10th. Notice Kyle Busch in 3rd. Remember, he has run 4 less races, just 20 of the 24. On his average, if he ran all the races, just an average finish, he'd have a 245-point lead. That's how good he's been. Back here at Bristol, let's set the schedule for you, because NASCAR Now, presented by 5 Hour Energy, will be tomorrow morning on ESPN2 at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And then tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern on ABC, Sprint Cup Series action. We're going to go 500 laps. Coverage starts at 7 with NASCAR Countdown, and then the NASCAR Nationwide Series will be in Montreal next Sunday, 2 Eastern on ESPN2. Got time enough to talk to a couple of more good finishers tonight. One with a lot of experience, the other with a career best. Jamie?
And Reed Sorensen, he has a lot of experience here. Finished 8th today. Take us through your night, Reed.
Well, it was a long night. I think we played the pit strategy perfect. We we had decent tires and up in the front towards the end, and that's about all you can ask for here. And seems like every restart we got more damage and more damage and more damage each restart we had, and I think that hurt our car a little bit. We didn't have a great car, but we had a car where we could run good on long runs, I felt like, and the top was definitely our friend. And the last restart where we started 5th, the second to last restart, I think that's what killed us, is just being on the bottom and not being able to go there, and that created our last damage. So overall, a good night for the Dollar General team, and a nice top 10. And, you know, we'll let Jock get in the car next week, hopefully win Montreal, and then I'll be back in my hometown, Atlanta. So looking forward to that, and it was a good night.
All right, he'll be in the 83 Cup car tomorrow. Let's go over to Dave.
And Jamie, the guy who started last tonight finished 9th, Parker Kligerman. How'd you do that?
I just want to thank the guys on this team. We're a 3-person team, and we were punching way above our weight tonight, and we just drove a great race. Awesome strategy by Chris Carrier, Mark Brownie and the guys. Tyler Mitchell did awesome putting this car together. And we had 3 sponsors we'd really like to thank tonight. Peltier family of American Loggers on Discovery Channel, Chipper Bandits, or Bandit Chippers, I'm sorry, .com. They create axe tools, and GetMoreVacations.com, which is one of the owners' companies, and you're able to go down there for the Gulf Coast and have great deals off the racing. So I want to thank this team, Penske Racing, everyone who's helped us do this, but this deal was probably the first deal this year that the 42 was on its own, and we got our best finish, and my best finish nationwide 8 starts. So thank you.
On their own, and a great run, Marty.
And we won't get time to talk to Willie Allen, but let's give him a tip of the hat as well, as he finishes a career best 11th. So we've touched base with a lot of these guys. What was your final impressions?
Well, I think one big thing, we saw a lot of guys up front, Leffler, Elliott Sadler, Dale Jr. These guys needed good runs. Kligerman, all these people we talked to, they needed some good things to happen, and it did for them tonight.
I was impressed by the racetrack. We had the best racing I've seen in a long time at this track, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yeah, we all are, Vince. Take us home and get us ready for tomorrow.
Indeed, looking forward to tomorrow night's Sprint Cup race. I think we learned some things that we're going to see tomorrow night from tonight's race. But first of all, Toyota finishes 1-2, gets its first Nationwide Series win here at Bristol. Kyle Busch finishes first, his 10th win of the season. Jason Leffler, a season-best second. And then kind of a confidence builder for a couple of guys in Elliott Sadler and Dale Jr.
Elliott Sadler, Dale Jr., both they finished 3rd and 4th. Great confidence builders for these guys, simply because they've struggled on the Cup side, but they've proved tonight that these cats can drive some race cars when they have the equipment.
Saw some tempers flying a little bit. It's Bristol, right?
That's one of the things I was really paying attention to, guys. I mean, I'm looking out there. These guys are running side by side. They couldn't get away from each other. I mean, they get a little ahead, then they get behind, ahead, and they reach each other for 15, 20 laps. You take a look at Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski and what was going on. These guys are getting madder and madder because they couldn't clear each other, Ray. Yeah. And I think we're going to see a lot of that tomorrow.
And you know what I'm excited about, in Countdown we talked about this would be a good series to let these young guys showcase their talents. And when you look at guys like Trevor Bayne in 6th and Parker Kligerman 9th, Joey Logano 10th, Willie Allen 11th, tonight was a night for those guys to shine. And I'm going to tell you guys, average those 4 guys' ages against ours, we're not looking so good.
Especially you guys, especially y'all 3. But hey, let's not forget the man, Kyle Busch. Yep. He put it on him again tonight.
Kyle wins the truck race Wednesday, wins the Nationwide race tonight. Can he win all 3? Can he sweep? He starts 19th in the Cup race tomorrow.
I don't think it's it's will he do it tomorrow.
And what about a confidence builder for Dale Earnhardt Jr.? I don't care if it's Cup or whatever. This guy finished 4th tonight. He's got to feel really good after all the problems he's been having this year in the Cup Series.
He can get it done.
And he said tonight, hey, I learned a lot tonight that he thinks he can put in to tomorrow night's race and likes his car.
And have at it, boys. Ain't over yet.
The race action continues when the Sprint Cup stars take the stage tomorrow night. Sprint Cup Series at Bristol tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern on ABC. Coverage begins with Countdown at 7 o'clock. Congratulations once again to our race winner, Kyle Busch. Tonight, don't forget, SportsCenter is coming up next, and we'll be back in just a few moments to take a look ahead to tomorrow night's Sprint Cup race under the lights here at Bristol.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This program proudly brought to you by Super Cheap Auto's full-on Father's Day sale and Valvoline, the guaranteed performer.